MyFather, Gran Oferta in Robusto. Stay tuned. Welcome to Cigar Perspective. I am David, and today we have the MyFather, Gran Oferta in Robusto. Let's cut it up, introduce the flame, and see how it develops today. Alright, so we are lit up here. Right off the bat, it does have a nice, rich, leathery note coming off of it. Very open draw, lots of nice thick smoke. Before I lit it, I did take an opportunity to smell it a little bit, and most of the aroma was a cocoa, woody, earth, and slight barnyard aroma before I lit the cigar. It actually was, it smelled really well, really good. I actually tend to enjoy when it has like that earthy, slight barnyard aroma in the beginning before you light it. So, and then it's starting off really well. Rich leather right in the beginning, a little bit of earth, open draw. Definitely a good cigar to start off with here. So this cigar does have an Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper, Nicaraguan binders, and Nicaraguan fillers. You will find typically the price point for this cigar, Robusto to Toro, a few different sizes, but it's going to be about $7.99 to $11.99 depending on where you're able to pick it up at. Your local stores tends to be $8.99, $9.99 from my experience in purchasing these. It's interesting with this because the Robusto feels small. It feels smaller than typical, but it is a 5x50, so it is your typical Robusto. I think maybe just because those two bands are a little bit bigger, it makes it feel and look a little smaller, but if we were to take those bands off, it may, you know, look like the normal size 550 Robusto. Lots of thick smoke, and still that rich leather, and definitely earth and some woody notes coming in, a little bit of pepper as well. But the pepper is subtle, the wood is sort of subtle. I feel like it may pick up soon. Medium body so far. Definitely starting off real good. So right now I decided to do a review out here. I'm actually out by one of the rivers that are like, it's not really a river, it's a very small, more like a creek that I hang out at by the railroad track sometimes, but usually the water's pretty low, but today I don't know how good you can actually see it, but it's pretty flooded out here today. It actually comes all the way up to where I'm standing almost. It's definitely much deeper than it usually is out here. So, standing up on a little hill right now to do this review. I was going to try to do it up on the tracks above it, but it's a little bit windy today and it was affecting the sound, so came down below by the water to give you guys a review. The burn is off just very, very slightly. I think that should catch up in just a moment. I'm not even going to bother to try to touch it up right now. So we're just getting going here. Definitely rich leather, pepper, earth, and wood. I'm going to get into the cigar a little bit more, and I will be back with more information for you guys and gals. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This cigar is almost a third of the way in. Just had a few transitions I wanted to talk to you guys about. As I'm getting into this first third here, I am noticing now there is a natural sweetness picking up. It's almost like a very slight caramely type finish. It's very, very nice on the finish. The leather is still there. It's not quite as rich, but still there. The black pepper, which I'm gonna say is a black pepper, has definitely picked up more once we're getting closer to the first third. And the wood is still there, but the wood has become a little bit more subtle than in the beginning. So, but the natural sweetness and that almost caramely finish is adding very nice notes to this right now. The burn did catch up. I did not have to touch it up. It did actually catch itself up. It wasn't off too bad. I did have to take that first band off, as they are sort of big. You can see nice thick smoke, nice open draw, having no issues with this MyFather at all. Really enjoying it so far. You know, usually I will smoke like a Toro, a little bit bigger cigar, but once in a while it is nice just to have a smaller Robusto, have a little bit shorter of a cigar break, and just enjoy that little smaller cigar. Pick up the Robustos. Sometimes will have a little bit richer notes, a little more flavor into that smaller area, so they can be very pleasant and enjoyable to smoke. So far, I've enjoyed most of the MyFathers I've had. They blend really well. They are open draws. They burn nice. A lot of good smoke with them, and they tend to transition. They have lots of good notes in the transitions. They're not like a cigar that's going to stay the same throughout. You are going to notice transitions and different notes coming in. There's a lot of subtle things with MyFather as well, like with this one, that caramely finish. If you're not more seasoned with your palate and you're not really aware of what you're looking for, or notes and things, I feel like with this cigar, a beginner smoker would maybe pick up more leather and wood and some of the earth, but may not notice some of the other things going on. And then with the natural sweetness picking up, that has really made a difference on this cigar too, with that black pepper in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep smoking. I'll be back once I get closer to the halfway point and let you guys and gals know how it's developing. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Oh, welcome back. So I'm at the halfway point here. And so far this cigar has been very, very, very pleasant. I'm enjoying it very much. The leather is still there. The natural sweetness is there, a little bit more subtly. There's wood, earth. The pepper has become more subtle. And the richness of that leather is really making this cigar pleasant with the other notes that are going with it, with the natural sweetness, with that slight caramel finish. It's just a very, very pleasant cigar. I would definitely recommend trying this cigar if you get the opportunity, if you see it. I know it's a little bit harder of a cigar to find. It took me a while to find it before I was able to try it my first time, but if you do see it, definitely give it a try. It's worth the price point for this. Still nice open draw, nice thick smoke. The burn is even and the ash is holding on very nicely here. Got a nice ash going. So I'll be back at the finish and let you guys and gals know how it finishes. Welcome back. We've made it to the final third of this cigar and it's transitioned again. So end of the final third, the natural sweetness is fading out. The pepper is picked up. The earth is still slightly there. The caramel finish is no longer there. It's left a little bit, probably a little after the halfway point, right before probably I took the band off. There's still a little leather. It's not as rich. Body has become more full, but the draw is still open. We still have a pretty good burn. It's a little bit off, but again, it will catch up. It's just very slight. So towards the end, It's more of a woody, peppery, some little bit of earth and a little bit of leather, but not quite as rich. The natural sweetness is gone. But I recommend this cigar to everybody. I think it could be a good cigar for beginners and for seasoned smokers. It could be a good chance for a beginner to be able to start learning how to pick up more subtle notes. MyFather's actually, I feel like, are pretty good for that. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's definitely a good cigar. It's finishing nice to the end. So there's another review. Like and subscribe. We'll be doing some giveaways soon. Take care. Be safe, guys and gals. Thanks for watching.